Hello students, we are going to take up the topic today to identify the three mineral acids. So what is the question? The question is, how will you identify the three mineral acids? And what are these three mineral acids? These three mineral acids are hydrochloric acid with formula HCl, sulfuric acid with formula H2SO4, and nitric acid having formula HNO3. Now what you have to remember, children, these three acids are identified with the chemical, right? And these chemicals are special. Why they are special? Because they are going to form either a precipitate, right? Or they are going to release gas, or there will be some observation that will help you in identifying the acid. Okay, so first we take up hydrochloric acid. In case of hydrochloric acid, what we do, the test tube say contains hydrochloric acid. We bring a rod dipped in ammonium hydroxide. So if the test tube contains hydrochloric acid, if the acid inside is hydrochloric acid, this is going to combine with ammonium hydroxide and is going to form ammonium chloride along with water. This ammonium chloride formed is going to have dense white fumes. So what will happen as soon as you bring the glass rod or the stopper of the reagent bottle, which is dipped or is having ammonium hydroxide, so the moment they come in contact, HCl and ammonium hydroxide, there will be dense white fumes of ammonium chloride, and formation of this will confirm the acid is hydrochloric acid. Okay. Second, if the acid is sulfuric acid, what you have to do is you have to add to the test tube containing sulfuric acid barium chloride solution. Okay, so when you add barium chloride solution is transparent, right? And when you add sulfuric acid, this is also transparent. But what will happen when these two combine? Immediately the product will be barium sulfate and hydrochloric acid formed. This compound barium sulfate is curdy white, right? So it is thick curdy white. So as soon you add the two, these, as soon as these two transparent solutions they come together, they come in contact with each other, immediately a curdy white precipitate is formed of barium sulfate, and this confirms the presence of sulfuric acid. Okay. Now, third, we talk about nitric acid. Nitric acid is identified with the help of brown ring test. Okay. Now, to perform brown ring test, what do? We take the test tube which is already having the acid X, right? Now, in this we add freshly prepared ferrous sulfate solution. Okay, so first is nitric acid and second is freshly prepared ferrous sulfate solution. Now what we do, from the side of the test tube, gradually or very slowly we add concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, so we slant the test tube and we add concentrated sulfuric acid. Here you have nitric acid, right? And over nitric acid you have ferrous sulfate solution, and when you add concentrated sulfuric acid, this concentrated sulfuric acid goes down and then it reacts with nitric acid and ferrous sulfate, and sulfuric acid forms nitroso-ferrous sulfate brown color ring. So what happens? The nitric acid reacts with ferrous sulfate along with sulfuric acid, and NO is released. This NO comes up, and as soon as it comes in contact with ferrous sulfate, it forms brown color ring, right? So this confirms nitric acid. Isn't it interesting? So all you have to remember is these are three chemicals which are used to identify these three acids. So hydrochloric acid, the chemical is ammonium hydroxide. For sulfuric acid, the chemical is barium chloride, and for nitric acid you have two ferrous sulfate freshly prepared solution, and concentrated sulfuric acid. What do you get? You get nitroso-ferrous sulfate brown color ring. The moment you shake the test tube, this brown color ring disappears. Right? Why? Because nitroso-ferrous sulfate is a weak, unstable compound, and with shaking it breaks. Okay, isn't it interesting? Okay, so we meet you in the next video. If you like my video, do press the button of like, right? Subscribe this channel so that you get all the new videos. Okay, thank you.